Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards, and once again I'm joined for commentary on this game by Derek. Hey Derek, how's it going today?
Doing all right?
All right, so we've got another kind of fun game between myself on the right and my good buddy Jerry, who's on the left. In this matchup, we were decided to play the world's runners-up decks against the European runners-up decks. I am playing Alex Cortez's Scum Navy Dark Side deck in this match that he took to second place in the European Championships. It's got the Imperial Contractor Scum Navy 7-card reserve affiliation with 2 Masterful Manipulation, 2 All Out Brawl, 2 Behind the Black Sun, 2 Might of the Empire, 2 Enforced Loyalty, 1 Defense Protocol, and 1 Cell Block Detention. And Jerry is playing Ravenari, or Nathan Ferrara's light side deck that he took to second place at Worlds back in May, where he's got an Ewok deck here. It's the Smuggler's affiliation. He's got 2 Impersonating a Deity, 2 Sacrifice at Endor, 2 Spark of Rebellion, 2 Native Blessings, 1 Travel Support, and 1 Courage of the Tribe. So we're going to have some interesting matchups here, I would say, and looks like we just flipped. And I think I started with Might of the Empire, Enforced Loyalty, and Behind the Black Sun, and Jerry flopped 2 Spark of Rebellions and Impersonating a Deity, so that's a pretty good flop there to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think he's going to trigger Impersonating Deity, which is after it enters play, you can focus it to search your deck for an Ewok unit of printing cost 3 or lower and put it into play, and then shuffle your deck. Jerry was looking through his deck, and he acted like he didn't actually think there was any Ewoks that are exactly 3. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it must be somebody, but it seems like most of them are 1, 2,
I
or
think there's one, but I can't remember which one it is.
yeah,
I
it's
know
probably
that,
something not in his deck.
well, I know there's like the Chief Chirpa, I think was 4.
Yeah,
Um,
he got an Ewok Hunter, so he can just draw a card. That's not bad.
yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, there's probably one out there. I'm just drawing a blank off the top of my head. Chirpas cost 4. The Ewok Hordes cost 3. I'm trying to think. Tribe of the Trees, they all cost 1. You know,
I see that Spark with that Ewok out there, and I instantly think of Cipra's championship deck from the
yeah.
year before.
Yeah, it looks like I'm playing a deck collector here to start on my turn. And there is one of the gunships. That's never a bad thing.
hmm I always liked All Out Brawl. That was one of my favorite sets to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, so it's cool to see it do so well in the European Championships, and I'm going to actually use the deck collectors. Oh, no, I'm not going to use the deck collectors resource. I'm going to leave them both free, so I've got 2 blockers against his potential swarm here. And it looks like I'm going to commit the gunship since it's elite and take balance as we pass turn over to Jerry with his Ewok Hunter. It looks like he's going to spark at the end of my turn. And he did not hit. Yeah, so I like these Ewok decks. I think when they came out with that Native Blessings set in the last cycle that lets you protect Ewoks and has low gray
Yeah,
in it, it just took off.
yeah, that was clearly a big deal for the Ewok sets.
Yeah, as I said in my review with the Mafia thing that Majestats put together for years, and I've been doing the last couple of years, that it was almost as if the designers looked and said, what are Ewoks missing? And they put everything in one set.
Yeah.
They need to be elite. Okay. They need to have a way to heal them or protect them. Okay. And there is C3PO, the Smuggler version, which has a
Yep.
resource and lets you draw a card like Asteroid Sanctuary if you're in an Edge Bow, and another Ewok Hunter, so he's going to draw a card. And he hasn't tried to spark yet. I think he's going to try to spark. Is he going to hit something? No, he did not hit. So he's 0 for 2 on sparks, Derek.
Welcome to my world.
You mean you don't spark Kanan, Hera, Zeb like Nick did?
Not so much.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten quite that good of spark flops, but looks like Jerry's considering just committing here and not attacking, just kind of building his board. The great thing about these Ewok hunters is besides them having tactics, they just replace themselves. I mean, you play and they
Mm,
draw a card, so it's hard to get much card advantage against them.
yeah.
And leave play, they draw a card. Well, maybe he is going to attack. He's rethinking here. It might be hard. He has no blast, so unless he's got a target in his hand from the spark sets, I guess he is going to just commit. Looks like he's committing 3 p.m. One of the Ewok hunters, a Dow, go to 2.
Yeah, the problem is the enforced loyalty. That's what makes you want to attack.
Yeah, and I think almost forgot it, and then I realized it, and Jerry let me go ahead and do it. After I drew, I'm like, oh, whoops, I have enforced loyalty. I should probably trigger that here. I'm trying to remember when I realized it. I remember missing it at least once in this game, and I thought obviously it was here, but I think I did catch it. And said, good old casual game. Jerry was nice enough to let me trigger it.
Mm.
I'm gonna see what I have in hand. I see like looks like
See,
entangled.
yeah, entangled. I can see. I can see a fake card, but I can't tell which one it is.
I see Gurry. I just saw Gurry flip up. And there's a black side headhunter. That's not too bad. Oh, and this is where I guess I realized, oh, wait, I have enforced loyalty. You mind if I trigger it? And Jerry let me do it. So I put one on a spark. Makes sense. No real reason to hit the deity one now. It doesn't do anything.
So are you gonna attack with a headhunter? I know every time I see you play that thing, you always like to leave it for defense, and I always chastise you about not attacking with that thing.
I will probably not attack with his headhunter right here because he has a ton of cards and tactics.
Yeah.
So,
So one time it might be the right decision.
yeah, kind of keep it back and shield.
Although you get a fair amount of cards in your hand as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because really the only thing I ended up playing was the headhunter. And I let him keep balance there because I guess I didn't want to commit both of them.
Well, that was the other reason to attack, was to get some shields, and his tactics would have largely been useless, and he would have double focused everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you still might have been able to keep enforced around for another turn or so.
Oh well. The fact he doesn't have native blessings out makes things a lot easier. And he just sparked into an Ewok hunter and he'll get to draw a card.
Leaving those sparks out there is just annoying, but you really don't want to flip the blessings either.
Yeah, that was going through my mind. Because I knew it was in his deck since we knew we were playing these Worlds and European runner-up decks against each other. So I'm like, well, it could be worse. If he doesn't hit with Spark, oh well.
Which Scum objective is that you got again?
I have Behind the Black Sun.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, which could come in
so
handy
even
for
with
some.
the edge advantage and you having Gurry in your hand?
Yes, I do.
I think I would have attacked there, because I think you would have, worst case, you could have dropped in Gurry and probably killed something. Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if he didn't block. See, I think I was figuring if I attack, he might not even block, and then I have less defenders if he gets some swarm going. And there is, I think that's low gray, isn't it? Oh, is that low gray?
I don't know. I never
Yeah, that's low
I
gray.
never built an Ewok deck that I felt was worth mentioning, so I lost track of which ones were which.
Yeah, that's low gray from Native Blessings. So he's got Black Gun, Black Blast, Black Tactics, White Gun. Each your Ewoks gain Elite. And after he's focused to strike, you can put an Ewok unit with print cost 4 or lower into play from your discard pile once per turn. That's pretty good. And he actually did not attack. So Dow's just going to go to 3, and I'm going to see if I can build a board. I see a mouse droid now. I'm going to pay for the headhunter, it looks like.
I get a feeling that mouse droid's not going to draw too many cards for you this game.
Nah. And then I played this fleet staging area, and there's Chimera. That's not bad. I'm going to use a deck collector or double focus might. I'm going to double focus might. Well, usually in situations like this, I save the mouse droid for their deploy phase and then focus it to try to get them to let me draw a card then or focus one of their units.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at.
If you're intent on attacking, then you would use it beforehand to try and get them to remove a unit.
Right.
Thing. But if you're not going to attack, then yeah, it makes sense to use it on their turn.
Yeah, I mean, Logray's got the black tactics. Every other one of his units out there has a white tactics. And he's got a lot of cards in his hand again still.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking I probably really didn't want to attack him this yet. It looks like he's trying to spark, and he missed. And I think I'm just passing turn. And I didn't even commit anything. I'm a little surprised I didn't commit Chimera.
Yeah, I think you probably should have there. You could have gotten forced back, and that's a little harder for him to take it.
Yeah.
Especially because he only has one more card. There's not a lot of high pip units in that deck.
Yeah, I let him damage and force him. Maybe I have Yularen in my hand, so I didn't care if he threw another damage on it or something, or a fist or.
Well, you had a fake card there. I can see it, but I can't tell what it is.
Yeah.
If that's a fist, then that makes sense.
Yeah, I really don't know. It looks like it has 2 pips. I wonder if it's a heat. Might be a heat because there's heats in Guri's set. There's heats in Zeka's set.
Yeah.
So I bet it. And that must be what it is with those 2 pips there. Well, the impersonating deity does have Seeds of Decay, so maybe I didn't want to get hit with the seeds on Chimera, but I could have used like the gunship or something with it to shield it, so I'm not sure about that. What's he playing now? Looks like he's playing an Ewok Horde for 3 because he's got all those Ewoks out.
Oh,
and now I'm going to use the mouse droid, see if he cancels. Ewok Hordes are pretty beefy units there, Derek.
Yes, they are. There's a reason that set is a limit 1.
Yeah. They got 2 black guns, a black blast, a white gun, a white blast, and you obviously get the cost reduction there. And he did focus the committed Ewok Hunter. That was interesting. And then he's going to use 3PO to pay for, it's an Ewok. What is that? I can't tell because he's holding it up. I'm sure it's an Ewok. Is that the little Ewok Scout from 3PO's set, maybe? Or whatever they're called? Lookout. Yeah. Ewok Lookout, sorry. The one that
makes you pitch edge cards.
Yeah, that makes you discard an edge card if the balance is with the light side.
Yeah.
So he's got some blasts now with Logray and the Ewok Horde and even that little Ewok Lookout. If he can win edge. He's still got a decent amount of tactics. He can make me get rid of an edge card with the Ewok Lookout. It said he should choose. The dial's only at 3. Look, he's doing this and he doesn't even have May the Force be with you, Derek.
Well, you haven't committed anything.
Yeah. I committed my gunship.
Yeah, who's elite, and you still haven't swung with him.
Yeah. And looks like he's sending in a bunch of them after Behind the Black Sun. I wonder if I'm going to try to set up a Guri play here. Especially since he could focus that Ewok and make me discard a card, and then I'd be even better off.
Well, the problem is you don't have any black tactics.
No, I just have Chimera's white tactics.
So you have, well, so actually you could, if you block with Chimera and he wins Edge, but you still play that heat, you could give Chimera the third gun, use Guri, and take out the Horde, because the Horde has 4 health, right? That's the big one.
Yeah, that's true.
But you need to get that heat of battle through and hope he doesn't make you remove that card, and then you still have to lose the Edge battle by 2.
Right. Yeah, that might be tricky. Looks like I'm gonna I'm gonna defend with the gunship and Chimera. I put a shield on Chimera, and I'm thinking about the other shield.
I'd probably I'd put them both on those 2 units.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, if he wins Edge, the Ewok Horde can just take out the gunship even with the shield. I think that's why I was thinking about it. I'm going to put it on there. Okay. I did what you thought I should do, Derek.
The difference is that versus a tactics being placed on it as well.
Yeah. So I should get a shot off, I guess, is the point. Unless he's got cards I'm not thinking of.
Right.
And he passed. Oh, somewhere along the line he got the Ewok that gets Edge 1 if you have 3 or more Ewoks. I don't remember which one that's. I just saw that there. I wonder if he played it or sparked into it and I just missed it. Because that's in this battle now. Yeah, the Ewok Ally. It's in Native Blessings. So, I put a card in and he didn't cancel. So he's got Edge 1. I wonder if I tried to sneak the heat in here, Derek.
He's got Edge 1 and you've got the ability to up or down the total edge with your Behind the Black Sun. So.
Yep. And he just put a second card in. And I'm going to put a second card in. And he is focusing the Ewok Lookout, making me discard it. I didn't see what it was. Didn't look like the fake card, though. I just couldn't tell what it was. Flipping over, he's got 6 plus 1, 7. I have 2. And so he's going to win 7-2. And there I'm going to drop in Guri with my heat. And I should be able to take out that Ewok Horde if I want to.
Yeah, so you actually did exactly what I said. Even though you said that was going to be hard to pull off.
Yep. So, I have an interesting dilemma here. I think I'm going to obviously heat the Ewok Horde, but I could just shoot with Guri and kill the Ewok Hunter to prevent tactics coming down. Even though he'll get to draw a card. And then my other guys will be freed up in case he decides to attack with something else. Because he's not going to be able to kill Chimera anyway. Yeah, so that's what I did. I killed that Ewok Hunter. He draws a card.
Yeah, but he can do a lot of damage to it, making it vulnerable.
Yeah. Let's see what he does. Now, his Ewok Horde could just take out my gunship, even though I got the shield here, so we'll see if he does that or not.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. You give up, you may get one more of his, but then you can lose the gunship because of it.
Yep, I just lost the gunship.
So those shields are going to be very important, given all the tactics that they have over there.
So I'm getting 3 guns. I said I'm giving Chimera 3 guns. He's playing that Retreat to the Forest, I think, that lets you take an Ewok back to your hand if it's supposed to get destroyed or something. Yeah, when an Ewok unit would be destroyed or sacrificed, return it to its owner's hand instead of placing a discard pile. So he's got the Ewok Horde back. He got 3 damage in total on Behind the Black Sun. I still got the the Black Sun Headhunter and a Deck Collector to defend against a possible low gray attack and another Ewok Hunter attack. Now I feel like I might actually attack on my turn, dear. He's only got 2 blockers. Although I guess he could spark into something. No, I think he forgot to draw a card with... Maybe he did draw a card with 3PO. I don't remember. He might have done that. He did grab something. Maybe I thought he did it with the Ewok Hunter. Alright, so dial's going to go to 4. I'm going to refresh. Might's still going to be focused, though. But Maelstrom might get me a card this time. What do you think?
Yeah, it depends on if he plans on blocking at all. If he's got any fake cards or any cards in hand.
What did
If
I
he's
draw
not
there?
blocked, then he might just cancel the mouse droid anyway.
I don't see much in the way of units in my hand. I see a fake card. Probably focus the mouse. No, let's see. I pay for the headhunter. I think I should focus the mouse droid to see if I can actually get something else here, because I feel like I didn't really see if the droid units, and he just sparked into another Ewok lookout. Focus the mouse droid. See if he stops it. He's not. The heck is that? Looks like it's a resource thing. Oh,
Tell.
I think I remember what that is. I think that is the enhancement from cell block detention, which is in this set, which seemed like an odd thing. I'm still not exactly sure why it was in there. Which enhances an objective you control, and after the enhanced objective's engaged, you can remove a focus token from a target-friendly unit. If the unit's a trooper unit, you can remove all focus tokens from it. And it's a resource. Yeah, when I was looking at the list, I was trying to figure out exactly why this might have been in here, but I know there's troopers in there that help protect objectives in that set. It looks like I'm putting it on something. Cell block detention. Huh. I'm going to put it under might? No, maybe not. I'm going to put it under force loyalty, figuring he might go after it again. And then I could potentially take a focus token off one of my units.
Yeah, I don't think he's going after that again unless you clear that damage.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to win by doing it.
So I still got a couple resources left. If I have a Navy unit that costs 3, then I could actually play it with the fleet staging area.
Like Yularen?
Yeah, like Yularen. He'd be good right now. I gotta think if I had Yularen, I would have already played him, though. I think I would have waited. I guess I technically have 4, because I just put that enhancement on Enforced Loyalty, and it has a resource.
Yeah, but you only have 1 Navy resource, and it's requires a minimum of 3, so you couldn't play something like Mythal, for example.
Right. Well, maybe I'm done deploying here. Let's move the mouse droid back. Now, he still has balance, which means those Ewok, whatever they are, lookouts are still turned on, and he could discard one of my cards. I don't know, Derek. Maybe I just actually commit here and take balance back. I don't know. I'm playing something else. I'm playing a TIE fighter. Now that's kind of funny.
Are there tactics on those 2 units he's got? Or I guess it's 3 now.
Low Gray has a black tactics. The Ewok Hunter has a white tactics. The Ewok Lookout doesn't have either, but it's got the ability to get rid of the fake card. I mean, not fake card, the edge card.
Hmm.
Almost looked like I was going to attack with the TIE fighter. That seems like that'd be suicidal.
I could see wanting to go in with the Black Sun.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing.
The downside is that's probably going to get your Chimera focused.
Maybe I have a trick for it or something.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If you got like a tractor beam or something.
Yeah, I'd have to tractor beam onto my own unit right now because he doesn't have any vehicles.
Well, that would be fine. I mean, you've been paying for the Black Sun. You could theoretically tractor beam off the Chimera onto him, can't you?
Yep.
And then just not pay for him next turn. Let him
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I could just put it on the TIE fighter too. He could
Yeah,
just
well,
be
yeah,
there.
you get better now too.
Yeah, soak up focus tokens or something. All right, so we're going to edge battle. I put one in. Let's see if Jerry tries to cancel it with the lookout, or if he's going to let me get one off here. I can't tell what fake card's in my hand. He discarded a 1, it looks like. So he did use the Ewok lookout. Huh.
Well, it was probably a heat.
Yeah. Looks like I'm still debating putting something in here.
Well, because you wouldn't have wanted to play Fist because you can't trigger it with just a
Right.
head.
Right.
So I think those are the only other fake cards in your deck, aren't they? Or just 4 heats?
There's a twist in Defense Protocol
Oh, okay.
and Prince's Scheme, obviously, but that's not going to help here from Zizor.
Right.
All right, so I put one in. So am I going to try to sneak out a win here or not? Looks like we both passed. I put in 2. He put in 3. I already played Guri, but oh, what am I doing? Pointing to Black Sun. Bumping me won't help. I'm trying to think why bumping him would matter. I'm pointing to stuff. I am. Oh, I am playing Threat Removal for 2, which will bounce the Ewok back to his hand. Because it does not have an enhancement on it, and he won by 2. I guess I used Behind the Black Sun to make him win by 2.
Yeah.
He's going to draw a card winning the edge battle with 3 PA still, though. And then the Ewok will bounce back to his hand. He draws a card. Now he's going to have a crap load of cards. So I'm going to get some damage in here, but I don't know if I'm going to want to really attack into this now. Unless I think I can win edge and potentially kill Logray. Oh. We're going to put the TIE fighter up front. I don't know. You're aggressive. You'd probably tell me to attack, right?
Well, what does he have for defense, Dad? Just the 1, right?
He's just got Logray, but if Logray gets to strike, he can put an Ewok unit that costs 4 or less into play from his discard pile.
I don't think he has anything crucial in the discard pile at this point.
No, I don't think
Unless
so
he
either.
discarded something. And the Horde wouldn't qualify because even though he's reduced,
Right.
he's still technically a 7
Right.
cost, I think. So that doesn't sound scary. The only thing is the
Tactics.
tactics.
I am committing Chimera. Okay. And Guri to take balance back. That's interesting. And the TIE fighter, too. It's 6. I think he only has 6 because all his force cards are tied up, so I guess I was thinking of
Now,
that.
his guys are not elite, are they?
His guys are elite because of low gray, except for C3PO.
Okay.
So I've got Chimera, Guri, and the TIE fighter to defend. He's already got 5 damage on my objectives. Val's only at 4. These Ewoks are pesky little critters, I'll tell you.
You need a moment of triumph.
Yeah, that would help. I can get rid of everybody but Logray right now. Of course, he'd get to draw. He'd only get to draw 1 card with an Ewok Hunter right now. Leave him play, but I think this is probably just going to matter how much he sparks into things or what he's able to play this turn in terms of blast.
Well, that's the thing. His deck obviously is going to be centered around Spark. The more turns you give him, the more guys he's going to get.
Yep.
That's the other reason to try and be a little more aggressive. Is that building a board is fine on either side, but unless he just gets really unlucky, you're likely to lose the long-term game with those double sparks out there.
Yeah. And he just played an Ewok Hunter and drew a card. He played every single one of those things. I feel like he's played an awful lot of them.
Well, I think that's the one you just returned to his hand, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. There
I
is.
think 3 of them.
Is that the Ewok Lookout or the Ally? I think it's a Lookout. So now he's got 3 Ewok Lookouts, but he doesn't have balance, so he can't discard my fate cards. Or my edge cards, I should say. I don't know why I keep wanting to say fate cards. And I don't think he's triggered Spark yet. So how much blast does he actually have there? He's got 1 on low gray. 3 of the little Ewok Lookouts have white blast. Ewok Ally has a white blast. So he's got like 5 blasts right now out there.
He's just lucky you're not getting your Yularen or your Fist.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if he has quite enough to win this turn.
No. He needs to play that Ewok Horde again.
Yeah. I don't think he has the resources to play it now, though.
Well, no, not this turn.
Yeah, of course, he might be trying to see if he can sneak one in, like by using it for an edge battle and then getting it back if Logray can strike.
Mm-hmm.
Although that won't work, as we said. So, yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Well, why wouldn't that work if he does what he's doing now and pitches it to the edge and then attacks with Logray next?
Because it's got to be 4 cost or lower that you can bring back. Yeah. So he's ascending
What's
in.
the other?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Which is that other one he's sending with the Hunter again?
I think that's the Ewok Ally that gets the edge 1. Has a black gun and white blast.
So is that what gives all his Ewoks the edge advantage thing there?
No, I think it just gives that unit edge 1. It gets edge 1 as long as you have at least 3 Ewoks.
No.
Low gray makes them all elite. So am I just blocking with Guri? That seems like a weird play.
Well, you want Guri to die typically. After she's come into play, you usually want to lose her just so you have the option of getting her again.
Right. looks like I'm blocking with Guri and the TIE Fighter. He's got edge 1. I put a card in. We'll see what Jerry does here with his edge 1. Can't believe Dial's still only at 4. That's just not a good sign.
That's because you haven't been taking force.
I know. I just finally took it.
You're just sitting there.
I just finally took it.
This board.
Oh, it's got sparks. What can you do? I know you can try to blow him up, but
Yeah.
oh, I played a twist, and he had rash action. So okay. He passed again, and I'm putting one in. I had 3, and he only had 1. I'm going to actually win the edge battle here, unless he's got a trick. That may change the equation. Pitched a tractor beam, it looked like. I wonder if on my turn I was trying to keep my options open of tractor beam or threat removal. And then he is playing, before I strike, he's playing Yub Yub, and he's getting rid of the enhancement that would let me free up somebody when he attacks it. Okay. So I guess, do I kill the Ewok Hunter and let him get a card, or do I kill the one that's already focused?
Well, since he lost edge, I would kill the edge guy and let him swing with the hunter.
Yeah.
Because your TIE Fighter is going to be double focused anyway,
right.
Worthless. Or he's going to take out Guri, who also is going to be double focused, and you want to get her out anyway.
Yep. So I'm gonna.
I'd be fine with him swinging.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot with Guri first, so I can take out either one of them.
Yeah, I'd take out the one that's given the edge advantage.
Yeah, I took him out. He's got the edge. I had to blast. He's going to shoot with the hunter and kill the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
And I'm going to block. I'm going to no unopposed or anything. So I've still got Chimera to block here. I don't think I have too many cards left in my hand, though. Now, Jerry's usually pretty defensive, too, so let's see what he does here. Like, he tends to try to sit back and counterattack. I think that's one thing that comes into play a lot when when Jerry and I are playing these games, and like you're telling me about how aggressive you tend to be. I guess Jerry and I have played so many games over the last 5 years, basically since the game first came out. I really know his play style, and I know he's going to be conservative and defensive. So it's like I think I weigh that into how I play specifically against him.
No.
So here comes the Ewok Hunter after Enforced, and I'm going to block with Chimera because you get focused anyway. And if I can somehow win edge, I'm going to get to focus Logray probably. That's interesting.
You only have one card, but you do have the Black Sun bonus too.
I think Jerry passed edge. That's weird. I'm going to kill the Ewok Hunter. He's going to get to draw a card. I'm obviously going to focus Logray. Yeah. I wonder why he passed edge. Maybe he only had 1 or 2 cards left and thought he couldn't win.
I don't know why he attacks then.
Well, he forces me to block, and now he can get a bunch of damage in with those Ewoks if he wants to.
Well, he could also take force.
Yeah. He's being a little more aggressive than usual. He's sending all those Ewoks with blast in. Oh, I think, yeah, he's going to be able to take force at 3PO. He got 4 damage in on it. He's going to take balance back with 3PO. He's going to try to spark. Oh, he drew a card with 3PO winning the edge battle. And he did not spark. Dow went
And
to
that's the
5.
problem now, is now you're close to death.
Yeah, I need a Yularen. Well, he's only got one unit right now to defend, unless he sparks something in.
Yeah, but you haven't attacked all game, and you don't have that much blast, and you probably lose now if you do because you've waited so long.
Yeah.
You've got that headhunter who's, I think you've paid 6 or 7 resources for him by now.
Yeah. Yep, I'm paying for him again. I just played another fleet staging area. I could have sworn I saw I drew Yularen. He might be helpful. I think I got another Chimera in my hand. Oh, I'm going to try to use the mouse droid here. I can't imagine Jerry would focus his only unit to stop me from drawing a card. And he doesn't. Oh my goodness. I think I just drew into Talon Roll with the mouse droid. That could be a pretty useful card here. He just sparked into a Children of the Force, so now he's got another blocker. Doesn't have tactics at least, but I got a handful of cards over here, Derek. And there's good old Yularen. Let's see. I think I'll move damage to a spark. I guess it's just a matter of which one.
Well, at this point, I think you take it from Enforce just because it's only got 2 on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to take it from Enforce. It's more a matter of where do I want to put it on his. I said, obviously a spark. It's just a matter, do I put it on the one that's only got 1 damage or I put it on the one that has 2?
It depends on how you plan to attack.
Yeah, I don't think I know yet. I think I'm still weighing my options here. Yeah, going off Enforced. Probably trying to count my icons, figure out where is the best place to put it. One up spark would certainly be helpful. And I'm putting it on the middle one, so it now has 3 damage on it. And that another Black Sun Headhunter, that could be useful. Alright, so dial's at 5, Derek. If I blow up all 3, I can get it to 11. Then I probably have no blockers and I lose.
Yep.
Although I did clear off Enforced Loyalty.
Unless you get the Happy Alligator in your hand.
Yeah, maybe I have a Happy Alligator in my hand. I didn't see everything. The thing I did see I drew was Talon Roll. A Talon Roll on an unopposed Headhunter can take out impersonated deity by itself.
Yep. Assuming he doesn't block.
Right.
He's still got 2 blockers, right?
Yeah, that's why I said assume if on an unopposed I could take it out. I could sort of force a block with Chimera. And then if I win edge, I just lock down his board. Yeah, I got a lot of blasts now, though. Yularen and a second Headhunter in Chimera. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blast. The Talon Roll could get me a couple more and then unopposed. I think he just tried to spark and missed. Or he looked at the top card with Children, one of those. We should have been using the other, like some of those placeholder tokens so we knew which was triggered and things. We didn't do that. Alright, so should I attack here, Derek? Since he's basically got 2 blockers.
So you've got 4 damage on that one spark.
I've got 3 damage on a spark and 2 damage on the other one.
So 3 and 2. Okay.
Yeah. and nothing on deity.
I think I send Chimera at. The question is which one. Because you can't get, if you send just Chimera, you can't be guaranteed the unopposed.
Right. Although I can give Chimera an extra blast. Now I'm looking Yularen and the Headhunter. No, changing my mind again. No, Chimera.
Well, you can always Talon roll the Headhunter, but it doesn't have to be in the same combat.
Yeah. So looks like I am attacking. That's interesting. I'm going after deity with Chimera in the Headhunter, and I've shielded Chimera. So if I win edge, I'm going to blow this up.
Yeah.
Even if he blocks, because I'm pretty sure that 3PO only has 1 health. Oh, I guess I have to worry about a sparking in a 3rd unit. That could be the one thing that would mess with my plans here.
Yeah. It depends, too, if you've got a fist in your hand.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got my cards just down there. Usually, a lot of times I'll hold them up and then I can see what I've got, like while we're watching these videos, but I've just got them down in front of me this game, at least here. I think he let it go unopposed. That's interesting.
Well, if that's the case, then you lock down 3PO for sure.
Yeah, I hit 3PO. I did 2 damage with Chimera, the extra blast. I'm going to focus the Headhunter, do 2 more damage. The unopposed will blow it up. That'll go to 6.
He's probably letting it happen just because he thinks he can win on his turn and he doesn't think you can win this turn.
Right. Well, that and what's he care about deity? Maybe he flips into native.
Well, that's what I mean. He wants it to die.
Yeah.
Because it does nothing after it comes into play. And it still gives him a blocker for that one.
This is interesting.
So those have 3 and 2. What do you have left there? Yeah.
Looks like I'm sending the Headhunter and Yularen after the Spark with 2 damage.
They have 3 blasts. They have enough to kill it.
Yeah, if I win edge, I can kill it. If I don't win edge and he sparks in a second defender, then I'm probably doomed.
Well, you've still got the Talon roll that he doesn't know about. And the other option is if, worst case scenario, you might save that Talon roll for an unexpected blocker with a shield, and that could save you.
Yeah, that's true. So I think I don't know if he had sparked or something. Maybe he already did spark and missed.
Well, we said earlier we didn't know if it was a spark or just a look with the children. It could have been a spark.
Right. He's looking at the children for some reason.
He's deciding whether or not to block with them, probably.
Yeah. I mean, Yularen only has 2 health, so he's got a way of doing extra damage.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that he can cancel out your white icons if he wins edge.
Yeah, that's true. But I'll still be able to kill the children here unless he's got a heat.
Yeah.
I put in 3. He put in a seeds, which won't work. I don't have anything committed that's not already in there. So I'm going to win that edge battle. I think I'm going to blow this one up, Derek.
Yeah. Well, you could Talon roll and take out the other one and just hope you can live the turn.
Yep.
Or you can
save the Talon roll. Yeah. So I got rid of 1 spark. Dow's going to go to 8. I'm going to play the Happy Alligator. So Dow's going to go to 9.
That should do it then.
Yeah, unless he's really hasn't spark jet and can get a unit in here. So there is Talon roll.
Yeah, because then the Talon roll should do it.
I'm gonna take it off the headhunter that didn't have a shield on it yet, and send that in along with the deck collector just for the extra gun. Of course, if he sparks in Kanan, that I couldn't kill Kanan. I have to win Edge. He might have already used spark and not hit
Yeah.
because he's not even trying it here. And I had arm to the teeth and another happy alligator in hand.
I
So
love
Derek, it
our.
looks like I came back and won that game at the end. That's wow. I took down the Ewoks. The Imperial Navy gets their revenge.
I think him not playing that Ewok horde back out there was a mistake that turn before.
Uh-huh.
Instead of playing the other stuff, he needed to get the heavy hitter back on the table.
Right, right. Yeah, so you got any thoughts about that game? It was an interesting matchup there. I mean, with those two decks. So,
Um, yeah, I mean, I can see all the tricks that the Navy deck can do. Armed to the Teeth is one of my favorite cards in the whole game.
yeah, it's really good.
Um, yeah, I don't know the Ewok decks. Him. I'm not sure. Every time I played the Ewok decks, I always seemed to lose with them just because they never had enough blast.
Right, right,
To where you have to commit just everything, and then you're in trouble.
right. And you're trouble on defense.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the way you built the deck is built, and it functions exactly like it should. I think Navy is not the best matchup for it because then you don't have like your funeral pyre doesn't work against the vehicles and
Yeah, that's true.
stuff like that. He went through a lot of card draw and still didn't see some of the stuff he probably needed.
Yeah, I remember seeing him pitch a funeral pyre in Edge, but like you said, when you're really more worried about like Chimera and the headhunters. I mean, you can put funeral pyre out, but what are you really going to focus? You focus Guri, big deal. You focus the deck collector. Okay, well, you took away a resource, but that's not really what is going to cause you problems. So,
Yeah, he needed the heavy hitter back on the table to
hmm
go through and do some damage. Um, yeah, I don't know. It felt like you were in trouble, but not that he had a real scary board presence.
hmm
But at the same time, you had all the tricks, and he didn't really get anything to use against you.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was playing that deck, I remember when I looked at the list initially, I saw, okay, why is I'm still not sure about cell block detention, although I played that thing. I guess it was to free up blockers, but defense protocol, at least I was thinking, oh, well, maybe he put it in there just to get the twist. Until I pulled that Talon roll with two headhunters in the table, I'm like, oh, that's why this is in there. Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen Talon roll with the headhunter trick.
Yeah.
That's not a new one.
No, it's not new. I just wasn't thinking about it. Like when I was looking at the list initially, like,
You do remember though, you had to have a specific amount of Navy and
right, right.
things, so maybe that was just the one you figured was the best option for the deck.
Yeah, well, I guess when I was doing it, I was thinking, why not just use two of them rather than the other one? But the cell block detention does have two resources on the objective, so that helps too. Like I said, and there's the chuds in the set. There's those troopers that they get guns if you have captured cards at an objective, and there's a
Yeah, but
card.
you're not really going to capture anything
Right.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like I said, and it just it seemed like an odd choice for the last set. I said I almost would have rather had thought maybe two defense protocols might be better, but if Alex is watching us over in Europe, tell us why you did that instead. But hey, it worked. So he's European runners up, and I'm not. So I probably just shouldn't question it. So, and the Ewoks went down again from Nathan Ferrara's deck there, but it just happened.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I thought it was a fun game. It was an interesting matchup, like seeing Ewoks versus that Scum Navy stuff with the 7 card reserve. Kind of made it a little easier to deal with all the card draw on my end. But
It's always interesting that you and Jerry, like you said, you both play conservative, so half the time it's like who's going to blink first because neither one of you want to attack.
right, right. Well, I think as soon as we were done that game, Jerry said, "I was thinking I shouldn't attack, but and that maybe I should just sit back, take balance, because then I have all the Ewoks to cancel your edge cards." And I told him I was a little surprised that that he did because he wasn't going to be able to blow up the objective. I could have understood it more if he was going to be able to blow up the objective. But once you don't blow things up, you run the risk of Yularen and Fist just throwing it all back at you. So,
Well, and that's the thing. You need to get what you can because they
right,
don't typically hit, for 5 damage in one shot. So you got to
right,
damage what you can.
right, right.
And that means just piling on a little bit here and there. So that's kind of what he did.
Yeah, and like he said, he he wasn't thinking about the happy alligator. I guess at that point he was probably thinking, even if I somehow blew up all 3, that I couldn't win. Plus, at that point, I only had 3 damage on his objectives. Like I can sort of understand thinking maybe I'm not going to get enough to really make it a big deal, but
Yeah, I think there was 2 or 3 times in that game I'm like, well, you could try this, and then maybe this would happen, and then that's exactly what everybody did.
yeah,
And it was always like a 2 or 3 step process, and that was kind of weird.
yeah, yeah. It's almost like you watch the game beforehand, Derek. I
No,
mean,
I know it.
I know you don't. I mean, I play them. Sometimes I remember certain things, main things that happen when we go back and do the commentary, but I don't remember every little detail. So, all right, well,
Yeah,
let's.
I never watch these ahead of time
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. All
I
right,
always for the first time when we're doing this.
yeah. All right, so let's wrap it up here. So I want to thank the people who posted the deck list from Worlds and European Championships. So Worlds versus European Championship with the winners decks. Jerry was able to win both games with the Worlds deck. I'm trying to make a comeback here with the European one. I just won with the Dark Side deck, so we're gonna do the game at some point soon here with when we switch sides. That I played the light side deck from the European runner up, and he's going to play the dark side deck from Nathan's World's runner up deck, and we'll see how that matchup goes instead. See if I can even the score for the Europeans or not. Guys, any final things to say before we wrap it up?
I think we pretty much covered it.
All right. Well, thanks as always for joining me for commentary then, Derek. Appreciate it.
Yep, anytime.